Imagine this. You're the strongest hero, the absolute top-tier warrior who's saved the world from destruction. Your comrades, they can barely keep up with you. But just when you're about to receive all the glory, bam, you get betrayed by the very people you thought had your back. Classic backstab moment, right? Well, that's the life of Lee John, the star of Return of the Disaster class hero. In today's video we're diving into this wild revenge story, breaking down its epic first 5 chapters, and believe me, it's gonna be one hell of a ride. Oh, and I'll sprinkle in some humor to keep things light, because such an intense revenge story isn't always serious. Part 1. The premise and what you need to know? Let's kick things off with the basic plot. The world of Return of the Disaster class hero is one where monsters known as calamities are out to wipe out humanity. Sounds fun, right? Well, not real, unless you're a superhuman hero like Lee, John, and the other 12 Zodiac-themed heroes. Together they formed a powerful group tasked with defeating these calamities. Each hero was associated with a zodiac sign, and Lee John? Well, he was that one guy no one could top. You know, like that friend who's always winning every game of PUBG or COD and leaves the rest of us questioning our gaming skills. But here's where things take a turn. Lee John doesn't just have to deal with monsters, he has to watch his own back, because his fellow heroes, whom he trusted, betray him, leaving him for dead in a tomb. What a display of gratitude. So now, after 20 long years, Lee John comes back from the dead. Why? Revenge. Oh, and to finish the job of saving the world, because these so-called heroes haven't been doing such a great job after all. We get a flashback to Lee John's supposed death, how his comrades abandoned him, thinking they'd finally rid themselves of the biggest threat to their ego. Classic move, right? But Lee John is no ordinary hero. 20 years later he miraculously returns. Not only is he back, but he's stronger than ever, and he's ready to make sure his ex-friends regret everything. Picture this. Lee John emerges from his so-called tomb, looking like a boss, and instead of crying over the betrayal, he's like, let's get this party started.
He's got that unbothered vibe, like the kid who walks into school after pulling an all-nighter and still aces the exam. Lee Gion to the other heroes. Chapter 1 gives us a solid intro to Lee Gion's character. He's confident, borderline cocky, but in the best way possible. He's not just coming back to get revenge. He's here to expose the corruption of the so-called heroes who have been milking their fame in his absence. It's like coming back to your office after a long vacation and finding out that the people left in charge turned the place into a mess. Time to clean up. After Lee Jion's disappearance, the remaining 12 heroes became living legends. They were hailed as the saviors of humanity, each one with a zodiac-based power that made them famous. But fame does funny things to people. As we progress through the chapters, it becomes clear that these heroes have gotten a little too comfortable. They've been living off their past glory,